guys, today's video is going to be about mindless affirming. I actually tried filming this and I ended up messing up the video files on my laptop. So I'm refilming it the day of uploading, literally an hour before, but maybe I'll be able to give you guys a little bit better insight now that I'm doing it a second time around. So do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you're interested in my manifestation videos. I'd love to have you guys in our community. Subscribe. You know, I've been growing so quickly, so I'm really appreciative to you guys for all subscribing, watching, commenting, whatever you do. I really appreciate it. So yeah, do join in if you'd like to keep track with and, you know, stay updated with all my upcoming manifestation content. And let's just get started. Also, I offer, before I forget, I always say this in my videos, I offer one-on-one coaching. So if you would like personalized help and just one-to-one coaching advice from me, all the information is on my Instagram, which is LOA Coaching, and it is linked below in the description box. So take a look if you are interested, and now we can get started. So just to give you guys a quick overview of what mindless affirming is, it's essentially moving your focus from whatever task you're doing and splitting your focus amongst multiple tasks. So yeah, pretty much just multitasking, and you're mindlessly repeating your affirmations and looping them. So you might be cleaning your house and just looping an affirmation over and over, or a specific topic, or your SP affirmations together, whatever the case may be. Sorry, my throat is going a bit funny. It's the same concept as vain affirming. So it just means that you're literally just looping and repeating robotically, just saying something over and over and over repeatedly. No feeling, no focus, no visualization. You're just saying it over and over. And this is usually if you're multitasking. It's rare, I think, if you set aside time just to affirm, to sit there and just go, SP loves me, SP loves me, SP loves me, SP loves me. Usually you're going to put more focus and attention to it, whereas with mindless vain affirming, you're kind of splitting your focus. You're doing a task, but you're also saying your affirmations. You're driving and just repeating. You're preparing dinner, you're cooking, cleaning, on a walk, you know, well, maybe a walk that's more focused, but like if it's a task that requires any form of attention or focus or energy, but you're still saying out loud or mentally repeating an affirmation, you know, even if you're in school or university or something and you're affirming, that's considered mindless vain affirming. So that's just a little summary of what it could be. So most of us will be doing this throughout the day anyway. The first point I want to talk about is that your subconscious mind is always listening. So it's called affirming for a reason. It might be mindless, but it's still you affirming. So don't think that it has no effect, because even small, very subtle thoughts can lead up to a repetitive cycle in your thoughts and therefore create an assumptional belief in your mind, in your subconscious mind. So you don't have to say the same thing or do the same thing for it to become a belief. You might complain on the phone to a friend about your SP, then you might see a couple on TV and start to think thoughts about why your SP doesn't do that for you. And then it, you know, the cycle starts spinning from those, right? And you have multiple experiences that align to the same type of assumption. Although the thoughts themselves are really subtle and just really quick and not worded in the same way, it's the same thing with mindless affirming. You're not putting focus, it just comes to you naturally. You're just, you know, looping over and over the same words, the same affirmations, but it all does eventually lead up to an assumptional belief. So it's the same thing as with creating a positive or negative belief naturally. It builds up over time, and it's the same with mindless affirming. You're not going to get the quickest, most potent, most visually strong, or, you know, strongest visuals if you're mindlessly affirming, but it is going to have an effect. It's impossible for your subconscious or even conscious mind to have no effect from mindless affirming. It will always create something. So your subconscious mind will be taking on board what you're saying. It's just not as strong or effective, in my opinion, as consciously affirming and setting aside time, whether you're sitting down, going on a walk outdoors, you know, laying in bed when you wake up or before going to sleep, or just what I like to do, walk around my flat, walk around the home and just speak out loud to myself when I have time alone. So it's not going to be as good as that, because your mind and conscious mind is going to create stronger visuals. And when you're just not really focused on it, the words are going into your mind, but you're not focusing on it. So throughout your day, you're not going to have any natural positive thoughts come up because of that. So what I mean by that is, when you're spending time affirming and you're setting aside your time and for 15 minutes you're quietly, peacefully focusing on the words that you're saying, it's going to create a visual in your conscious mind for you. You're going to start thinking, you know, see a ring on your finger if you're affirming for marriage. If you're affirming for your dream car, you're going to get a visual of that car in your mind. Whereas if you're not focused on it, you're not going to be aware of it. So hopefully that makes sense. So one point about how the mindless affirmations can really work powerfully is if you are consistently throughout your entire day multitasking and looping those affirmations, then it will have an effect. They do work. They will help you gain movement, you know, start conforming your thoughts, just get something positive for your manifestation, but it will never be as powerful or as quick or as effective on your conscious thoughts as consciously putting effort into your affirmations will be. So there is a difference, in my opinion, in the speed of your results with those two methods. I would maybe compare it to listening to affirmation tapes overnight. If you recorded your affirmations in your own voice and you play it overnight, that information is, you know, seeping into your subconscious mind as you sleep. However, you do need to also be, you know, consciously changing your thoughts. You cannot just let things go into your subconscious, because the thought patterns you have throughout the day, when you're thinking them, when they pop into your mind, when you're awake and in a conscious state, those need to be changed as well. You need to be aware of those. You need to be on a strict mental diet and think, oh, wait, no, I just thought about the third party. They don't exist. SP loves me. You need to be flipping the thoughts and aware and looping it consciously. You need to train your mind to think that way throughout your day. You cannot just, you know, leave it to the subconscious mind, even though that is where your assumptions and thoughts and beliefs are stored. You need to be training your conscious mind as well. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of getting into a good thought pattern and good daily practices of looping your affirmations and going about your day thinking as if you already have your desire, which essentially just means looping your affirmations. It all comes down to the same thing. But that's why I think consciously affirming is way more important than mindlessly doing it or letting things, you know, the new ideas go into your mind overnight as you sleep. That is excellent. But you can't then throughout your entire day just do nothing with your affirmations. I will say it'll be good to apply the mindless affirming technique if you're multitasking, if you have a really busy day, you know, you have a busy work day, you have like a ton of meetings, you're going to get home late. Anytime you have breaks, your lunch break, just, you know, a toilet break, a drink break, whatever the case may be, you're waiting for people to join a meeting, or you're at school and, like I said, you're on your lunch break, you're walking to and from, commuting to and from, whatever the case may be, those are all perfect, ideal times to start looping. That's not even really considered mindless affirming, because you're using time where it's your free time. You know, you can go sit in a quiet location on your own. You're not really, your mind isn't focused or trying to complete a, you know, task that requires a lot of focus or energy. You're able to, and you should be putting in the effort to, focus your mind on your affirmations. So use that time to multitask, whether you're sitting on a train or bus or eating your lunch. You know, your mind can focus on whatever you want. So steer it into your affirmations and the new story, loop your affirmations then, essentially multitask whenever you're able to. And oftentimes that will lead to mindless affirming, because you'll just be repeating it over and over so many times in a pattern that it becomes vain and mindless, and perhaps your focus starts shifting. Regardless, it's still positive. It still has some effect. So it is worth doing. So don't think, you know, oh, well, if I'm going to cook or clean or, you know, shower or get dressed and do my makeup, why should I affirm then? I'll just have to set aside more time. No, it's always a perfect time to affirm. However long you can spend throughout your day, even if it's not 100% of your focus affirming, it's still beneficial. It's still going to have some positive effect. And yeah, try and take time maybe when you wake up and when you go to sleep to consciously affirm. Sit there, close your eyes, visualize, let the words sink in, put more power into the words, say them with intention and confidence. And then whenever you can multitask and mindlessly affirm, do so. But yeah, overall, to summarize, mindless affirming is not the best way to consistently affirm. You need to be able to find time to loop your affirmations and put the effort into it. But throughout your day, if the majority of the time you're super busy, just stay on top of your mental diet and loop and repeat in your mind or out loud if you can. And it's okay that your focus isn't 100% on it. It's still going to have some effect, because I can speak from experience. So this is just my opinion and my take on it. There might be some coaches who disagree, but personally, I have done this many times where I'm clean, I have to clean my home, I have to cook, I have to run errands and complete tasks and shower every day. So I always use that time to affirm. If I'm alone or I'm not on the phone to someone or whatever the case may be, trust me, I am there looping my affirmations. I'm like, I am perfect, I am perfect, I am perfect, I'm perfect. I'm looping it over and over, and it does work, because a lot of times that I've done that, I've seen movement for my manifestations. So yeah, don't worry that you're doing it wrong, because mindless affirming and just looping whilst doing something else will work. You just also need to set aside time to put all your focus into it as well. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them below. Do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.